We go now to our reporter, Nthakoana Ngatane. She joins us live from Soweto in Orlando West. Nthakoana, good afternoon to you. We're expecting some activity there from the Women's League later today to pay tribute to Mama Winnie. What can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, not only that, Natasha, the Deputy President David Mabuza has also arrived here. We're expecting him to come out any minute now, really, and give us his word after talking to the family. But also the chairperson of the ANC and Minister of Mineral Resources, and that is Winnie, has also arrived. And I can tell you that the High Chief of Nigeria, who came quite in style under a maroon umbrella, also arrived here, and his name is Gabriel Owara. Now, we are also expecting him to talk to us a little bit later on, but in terms of the Women's League, they were here yesterday, and a lot of the flowers that you see here were brought by the Women's League yesterday. President Bathabile Dlamini addressed the media after she also met with the family, and they came out with those flowers, and as you can see, the flowers have started gathering here, and some candles with people now paying their tributes to Mama Winnie Mandela. But as I say, Natasha, what we are now waiting for is for the Deputy President to come out any minute now and address us. Natasha?
All right, and we're also expecting to hear a bit more from ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule on some of the arrangements for what will be happening over the next few days. Are we expecting to hear from him today sometime around those plans?
Yes, we understand that there's a media briefing that's expected to happen at Luthuli House this afternoon. But from what we gathered from the spokesperson of the ANC, Pule Mabi, yesterday, we're expecting 10 days of activities around the country throughout the 9 provinces. And we expect that actors, among others, who depicted Mama Winnie in some movies will be engaged. We understand that places like Bamford, where she was banished to for about 8 years, will be visited throughout this pilgrimage that will be undertaken in her honor and as we remember her. But of course, the final funeral service being held here in Gauteng, and for now we understand that it will be at the Orlando Stadium, which is not too far away from where we are at the moment. Natasha? All
right, we've had such a steady stream of people and delegates, politicians, all coming to pay their respects, as you mentioned there, David Mabuza there, the Deputy President, but we're also expecting, from what I can understand, the AU chairperson, Musa Faki. Have you seen him, or do you know roughly what time he'll be coming to pay his respects?
Well, for the last hour, we were told that he might be arriving at any moment. And of course, as you can imagine, his presence here, being at the highest office of Africa, being at the African Union and the chairperson there, means that Mama Winnie Mandela was not only recognized informally, but was recognized formally within the structures of governance of this continent that we're on. So we expect also for him to say a little bit about how the African Union views her and her contribution to not only South Africa, but the continent at large. Natasha?
All right, and earlier we heard from former President Jacob Zuma paying his tributes. Any reaction to what he had to say in his arriving there to speak about her and pay his tributes?
Well, what I can tell you is that the ANC members who've been singing here since this morning when he did arrive, they were singing My President. So quite a warm welcome from the members of the ANC who were here. But also, as you mentioned in his message, and in that message that we heard you playing there, him saying that Mama Winnie was outstanding as a person, and that her contribution cannot be underemphasized, because the role that she played was that of a mother, and him saying that we have lost a mother, and that is former President Jacob Zuma, but also saying that she will be remembered not only for the role that she played inside of the African National Congress, but in her society with the poor and people who are underprivileged, saying that she was a representative of women whose husbands, many of whom will probably never be known, whose husbands husbands were in jail during apartheid times.
All right, Nthakoana, thanks so much. We'll leave it there for now, but I know that you are on standby for us there should more dignitaries start arriving at Winnie Mandela's home there in Orlando West, where people have been arriving to lay flowers, to pay tribute. Nthakoana Ngatane for us in Orlando West. Stay with us. You're with the Midday Report. I'll have more for you just after.